Hello everybody, it's Kristen. I've never done a vlog before, so I don't really know where I'm supposed to look. Like, do I look out the window? Do I look at the cat sleeping? Do I stare at the other cat that's right here? This is Charlie. Say hi, Charlie. She's the one that has like atomic farts. It's really, really bad. But you guys actually responded, so I'm super excited. So I'm gonna take some time to probably do a couple of these to answer your questions. So the first one I'm going to start with, of course, is my mother BFF Shannon. She asked what my favorite movie is, and of course, the answer to that question is The Notebook. What girl doesn't love The Notebook? But if we're also talking about, other movies like anything 80s, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, love it. Star Trek, can't stand it, never watched it. Star Wars, my husband thinks that I'm like a freak of nature because I've never seen that either, so I don't know, but favorite movies I would definitely say would be The Notebook. Ryan Gosling's hot. He's not Ryan Reynolds, but he's still hot. She also wanted to know what made us move to the Sunshine State, and I think I've blogged about this story before, but my husband's from Long Island and I am from Delaware, and we were coming back from his grandfather's funeral on Long Island. It was in January, and we took the trip. It was like a 4-hour drive there, 4-hour drive back, but the 4-hour drive back ended up being a 9-hour drive because of all of the snow. And on the way back, we were like, you know what, screw this, I'm out. So 6 weeks later, I had gotten a job and I moved down, and Kent wasn't able to transfer with his job for a while. So I kind of came down here by myself and got set up in an apartment and started my job and started meeting people, and he followed, but when he moved down here, he actually moved into his own place, so we lived separately for 2 years, which a lot of people find amusing that we didn't move down here together, but it worked for us. So the next one is, what would a Smith's name been if he were a girl? And we had that name picked out pretty quickly, and in retrospect, I'm kind of glad that we didn't have a girl, because I don't know that I would choose the same name simply because it's become popular, but we had chosen Sophia for Smith simply because of a girl that was in Kent's class who had leukemia. She was one of his favorite students. So she's a really, really good girl, and she's actually in remission now, so everything's good. But we really wanted to honor her in that way. And the middle name would have been Vivienne, after my grandmother's first name, which is Vivian. But we got little boy parts, and now we have Smith Daniel, which brings us to the next question that everybody keeps asking about, and it's how we got his name. I really wish I could tell you it's like a really cool story and it's named after something really awesome, but we were on our way up to see his parents for the weekend, and I was flipping through one of the trash magazines, and there was an article in there from Smith Jared from Sex and the City, and I didn't tell Ken at the time that it was a Sex and the City reference, but I did mention the name Smith, and he loved it. It was really difficult for us to choose a name for Smith, simply because, again, Kent is a teacher, so he associates all these names of these rat bastard kids that he has in his class over the years, and so every name that I had chosen, he decided he didn't like, so it was a very challenging process for us, to say the least, but it is what it is, and now that Smith's here, it doesn't make sense for him to be anything else. We had considered a couple of other names, like Mason. Kent wanted to name him X, as in ECKS, and I think that was just a joke. I hope that was just a joke. But Mason and Miles were some of the ones that Kent was pushing us for, but we ended up with Smith, and it just makes sense. Shannon also wanted to know what I would, 5 things I guess I would take with me if I was on a stranded island, and I think it would be chapstick and 4 boxes of Pinot Grigio, or maybe like, screw the chapstick, let's just do 4 boxes of Pinot Grigio and then like a coconut so that I could pour the wine into the coconut. I think that would probably be it. Karen asked what kind of product we use in Smith's hair, and we just use like Kent's gel or whatever whenever we do get around to doing his hair. We don't do it that often, but you know, he's got a lot of hair, so we need something to manage it. But it's just like, you know, regular Herbal Essence gel or something. Favorite TV shows other than Teen Mom? Oh my god. People disagree with me, but I am a strict devotee to Desperate Housewives, which Shannon has blogged about. I can't stand that shit, and I'm only watching it and continuing to watch it because I followed it since day one, and I feel like I would be cheating myself and robbing myself of all the time that I had before and the time that I put into it, and I have to follow through even if I don't like it. I also say Grey's Anatomy is a top fave. I love The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon Cooper, want to marry him in my next life. He's fantastic. I don't know what else is on my DVR. We like all the History Channel stuff. We watch like Oddities, which I mentioned before. Pretty cool show, just weird shit like skulls and raccoon stuffed, I don't know, whatever. Straitjackets. Anyway, it's fucking fantastic. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Teen Mom makes me feel real good about myself. I really like Jersey Shore too, for that same reason. And I'm actually kind of proud that it's not like the Ronnie and Sam show again this season, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I don't get a lot of time to watch TV. I do a lot of stuff at night after Smith goes to bed, so we don't really sit down and watch TV too often. Leah wants to know what's under my bed without looking, and I don't know. I think I have some cardstock paper for my business under there. There's probably a lot of dust bunnies. I can guarantee you there's like cat vomit somewhere, because between the two cats and the dog, it's out of control in this house. Someone's puking every day. She also wanted to know what color, or do I color my hair? Yes, I do color my hair, and I just do it boxed because I'm far too cheap for the salon to do it all the time, and I have a lot of grays coming in at 30, I think I'm 32, so yeah, so definitely color my hair all the time. Let's see, Crystal asked what I do for my job. I do work full-time. I work for a landscape architecture firm. It's an international firm, and I do administrative stuff for 3 different principals. It's actually a really cool job. I enjoy it. I primarily enjoy the people that I work with and the guys that I work for. It affords me a lot of flexibility with my schedule, and it also gives me some insight into the workings of the world. I really like being a part of something that other people get to see. My specific studio that I work for does a lot of work within the resort hotel industry. So anytime I'm traveling or anybody else is traveling, you happen to run across a project that we've done work on, and I'm like, oh, my guys put this plan together for this resort, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. I've been there for 3.5 years. Really love it. Don't plan on going anywhere. So yeah, it's good. The only thing that I would like to do is maybe work part-time, but with all the bills, it's just not gonna happen unless you bitches start buying some more LOP stuff, and then I could quit. So get on that. Do I wear contacts? Absolutely. I really want to get LASIK, but I'm a little terrified of something coming and like poking my eyeball out and ripping layers of skin out of my eye. I think that's a little weird. So I gotta get past that, but I do want to get LASIK because I've been wearing contacts and glasses forever, and I can't stand them. Rasha wants to know about the tattoo. I've blogged about the tattoo. I have 3. One that I'm proud of, one that's okay, needs some recoloring, and the other one looks like I got it in jail. I mean, it's bad. I was 16. Google it. You'll find it. It's not attractive. Let's see. If I find $100 on the street, I can buy anything I want. What do I buy? With $100? I don't know. I'd probably buy some clothes. I don't really have a lot of clothes these days. So yeah, I'd probably spruce up my wardrobe a little bit. I'm a big Target shopper. I don't do a lot of Nordstrom and J. Crew and whatever shopping. I do clearance bins and Target, and I don't go to Walmart. I can't do Walmart. Walmarts around here are like super scary. Like, I don't know. No, it's just not gonna happen. We won't go there. But yes, I would buy clothes and probably wine too. Would you rather be deaf or blind? I think I would rather be blind. I love music, and I have a connection to the sound of like my son's voice and him laughing, and to not be able to hear that anymore, I think that would be terrible. So I would definitely say I would rather be blind, I think. I've seen a lot of cool things, and I've got a pretty good memory, I guess. Let's see, do we plan on having more children? I think anybody that has known me since Smith has been born knows the answer to that, and that's an astounding no. Not right now. We went 14 months with sleep deprivation. My kid was, and still isn't, a kid that sleeps. So, no. And I've heard it from everybody, like, oh my god, so selfish not to give Smith a sibling. It would be so great for him to have a brother or sister to grow up with. I get it. I really get it. But it's just not for us. Not right now. It's going to be all about him, and I'm fine with that. And he's turning into a really cool dude. So I'm not ready to give up my time with him, and or the sleep that I'm just starting to get. So Laura asked, why did I start blogging? And I started blogging right after we had our first miscarriage. It was kind of therapy for me just to talk about it, and I found a lot of solace in reading some other stories about women that have gone through the same thing, because if you've ever gone through it, there's a lot of stigma attached to it, and you beat yourself up a lot about things that you could have done better, things that you maybe did do that caused it, and none of that is accurate. I mean, you can't do anything about it. It is what it is. It's going to happen if it happens, but I started blogging just because of that. And it's kind of taken off, and I started talking about Miley Cyrus's gum line and how much I despise it and want to poke her in the eye with a spoon. And then I started posting pictures about my love of my life, Orion, and it just kind of took on a life of its own, and it's been going on 4 years, I guess, and I thoroughly love it. I do it just for me, and if you guys find some humor in some of the shit that comes out of my mouth, more power to you, because I don't think I'm that funny. But it's been really cool, and I've met some really awesome chicks through it, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So I've wasted 13 minutes of your life now, so I'm going to, with that, peace out, and I'll be back to answer some more questions, assuming you guys don't unfollow from listening to my groggy voice and my sweaty, nasty, gym-clothed, and gross hair. That doesn't even make sense. So, yeah. But, Smurf's sleeping. It's 1:01, which means it's wine time. So, I will talk to you on the flip side.